So an Indiana Pacers player and a couple Atlanta Hawks players walk into a New York nightclub. Hello, welcome to your FanDuel NBA preview for Friday, April 10th, 2015. And this week the police blotter, after an overdue absence, went into overdrive. Former one-time New York Knicks player, this is in the aftermath of Chris Copeland stabbed in a bar late night, and then he's out for the year, wound up having surgery on his elbow, and that wasn't the end of it. Turned out the Hawks were in town. They were playing the Nets. Pacers were playing the Knicks. And Thabo Sefolosha and Pero Antic were also in the nightclub. And they wound up getting arrested for allegedly obstructing justice. And more of the fallout, Sefolosha, as it turned out, they thought it was a sprained ankle. He wound up suffering a broken ankle. He's out for the year. Not really a huge matter for the team. They have some depth at his position with Ken Bazemore. Atlanta Hawks released a statement. Hold ourselves to a high standard and take our roles as professionals very seriously. So the players and the organizations, they have been spoke out on this, and if that wasn't enough, the Morris twins got into a bit of trouble. They allegedly, along with three others, found and assaulted someone who had supposedly been sending inappropriate texts to their mothers. So whatever, I guess the Morrises deny that account. Allegedly, the five left in a Rolls Royce after beating the man, aggravated assault. So we have that out there. No suspensions yet from the team, but we will see how that develops over the weekend as more pieces of information come to light on that. Getting back to on the court, we took last night off. It was just the two TNT games, and Jimmy Butler decided to sit one of those out, the Chicago game. Ramon Sessions wound up being a nice play. John Wall took a night off, as many do against the Sixers, and he had a decent night. You know, it's early April when Ramon Sessions goes off. I remember 20-something assists when he was with the Bucks a few years back. Speaking of Milwaukee, Michael Carter-Williams, only 3.9% owned. I actually played him, 44.4. He's been having some strong outings lately. Not a good night if you went with the big guns in salary. If we're talking James Harden or Anthony Davis, we had blowout blues in full effect as the Pelicans were annihilated. Same thing with Charlotte. So if you tried to save money with Biyombo, he lost out as well. And James Harden also fell far short of his numbers, even though that was a somewhat close game. 33.8, it's not going to cut it. Here you're looking at a winning entry. Now, not high scores. Here you've seen 327.6, one of the highest ones I found. And Alfred Payton, another strong night. It's becoming par for the course for him, 42.3. Covington, and not highly owned, nice night. There's Marcus Morris. He scored 34, so you hope he plays through the weekend. And Brook Lopez, he's one of the hottest players going right now. His salary just hit $9,000 at 48. So we get to tonight's schedule, and it's a nice lineup. Nice lineup tonight, and that is the wrong one. That is. There we go. A lot of the heavy hitters are going. LeBron James, this has basically been announced already. He will be missing the next 2 games, getting some rest in advance of the playoffs. No real surprise there. John Wall expected back. Otherwise, I would consider Sessions again. So you have Harden. You think he would bounce back tonight? Anthony Davis, Pelicans remain tied with the Thunder for that final playoff spot in the West, so Westbrook and Davis will have plenty of motivation. They're basically, for the Thunder and the Pelicans, their playoffs, they're playing playoff games now. So the lineup I'm going with, and I'm kind of looking for consistency, guys that I know are going to give me something. And George Hill, here's the floor with them in his last 10 games. Well, 21.7. That's one clunker he had in there. But every other game he's had at least 27. That's in the last 10. So I like that. And Michael Carter-Williams, the last time I was before MCW was with the team, but you may remember the Bucks annihilating the Knicks in London earlier in the season. So it's been 4 games. He's had a strong run. So you worry about what Jason Kidd might do for motivational tactics or something. Undeniable he was a DNP CD the other night out of nowhere. I pulled him. I kind of figured that out when he was taking all the starting lineup. They went all the way and just benched him the entire game. So the other ones, actually I got 2 here who will be playing against each other. Brad Beal and Joe Johnson. We'll see how that one goes. I'll be playing those 2. With the Paul George continues his comeback. Just update on him. Double figures again, limited action, 16 minutes. He's actually had 4 steals in his 2 games. So in 31 minutes of action, he's had 4 steals among other things. So that's interesting. Buttinger, he gets something and play the Lakers. Can't go wrong there, I don't think. We haven't exactly been getting louder with Crowder. Although he is coming off a good night. He had a good night against the Pistons. He saw 30 minutes there. See how that works there. Anthony Davis, I gotta think there's a high over/under on that game, and then we'll see what action the NBA or the Phoenix Suns take. Hopefully, we'll have more clarity on that. For now, I have Marcus Morris in, and that will leave me cap room to get. Brandon Wright is one option. Biyombo would be another option. I'll see who is anticipated for a higher game. I worry about Biyombo only because they're in Atlanta. If they get routed there, if the Hawks play the varsity, that could be another short night for them. So this particular lineup, George Hill, Michael Carter-Williams, Brad Beal, Joe Johnson, Chase Buttinger, Jay Crowder, Anthony Davis, Marcus Morris, Brendan Wright. Don't know about going with 2 Phoenix Suns, but there you go. And 12-game slate. There'll be plenty to choose from once again. And good luck to everyone out there. We will talk to you over the weekend. Out.